Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. Night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light, and you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh, tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On first down, Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Watch it now, Barney! Gone!
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Looking for Strong, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a handoff looking right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Reggie Ragland coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Faking the give, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. In for the score. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now running right through it. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Play action. It's Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reggie Ragland able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Detroit! Detroit!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, Darnold. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And that is incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Again, Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On first and 10, Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Darnold to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on first and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And this one's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Detroit!
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Leopard!
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And Daniels has it over the middle. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Detroit! Over!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 24 yards.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go. It's Darnold. He's got the completion to Strong. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now Darnold on third and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. Haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
319! 319! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Allen on first and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. He was looking for Daniels that time. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point through the snowflakes. Up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. New York set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Faking the give. Darnold. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Darnold on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Detroit!
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw is Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before the break. Darnold. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Off of play action, Darnold. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To the air, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route, tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. On the crossing route, complete. That's Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So on now comes the Jets offense as they're going to go for 2 here. Here's a toss coming right. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And here come the Bills. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Over, over! Over, over! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reggie Ragland. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Allen. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Allen Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get 3 up to midfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
No, check, Patriot!
From midfield, here's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Tauchu getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14.
Detroit!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 10. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And now out come the Bills. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now they'll run it on the toss. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Darkrow. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And the blitz does come. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And some room. Cordero Patterson. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 39 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. An option pitch we saw. We don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Bills on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
Gone! Detroit! Over! Watching that, Barney!
From the gun, Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now a handoff looking right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The Bills on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen going to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Play action. It's Darnold. Now he's going the other way. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jets on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust.
It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. On the stop was T.J. McDonald. On second down, Darnold. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. So if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
So Allen's going to look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for Daniels that time. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.